Hello everyone, welcome back to Reading with a Random Guy. Yes, now that is going to be the official name for this game show. No, just a show. This is not a game show. So we're going to continue reading about the War of Liberation. The War of Liberation. So now we're going to continue. So last time we read to a random spot, and so today we're going to continue reading. Continue reading. In the Free Resistance area, the party assigned two engineers, Dang Van Kap and Chan Dai Nia, to set up a military workshop to manufacture weapons for the army. In late 1946, the Vietnamese People's Army had 13 weapon manufacturing workshops in northern Vietnam, 34 in the south, and 11 in the central region. In the winter of 1947, the French army attacked the Free Resistance area, now the provinces of Cao Bang, Bát Can, Lạng Sơn, Hà Giang, Tuyên Quang, and Thái Nguyên. On 7th October 1947, General Savagnac led his troops to attacks on Bát Can, Tom Moy, and Cha Don towns, while forces led by General Beaufort, French, attacked Tat Khe and Bang Khao towns. On the 9th of October 1947, General Communins launched an attack on Tuyên Quang, Chiêm Hoa, and Dai Thi towns. Why are they all French? No Vietnamese attacks back? Counteroffensives? I don't know. President Ho asked General Vong Zap, "Can you defeat this army?" He replied, "Yes, we can, President." Later, General Vong Zap and other Vietnamese generals studied the best ways of defending the Free Resistance area. For their parts, the French generals were pinning their main hopes on the tanks and plane forces. They planned to flank and then to besiege the Vietnamese armies using tank units from the south and east. But although the French army had overwhelming superiority, they could advance only 10 to 15 kilometers a day, and their losses were heavy. Vietnamese armed forces resisted bravely, fighting to the death. In the end, they won the day, defeating the French troops and forcing them to withdraw from the Free Resistance area. Imagine, in Vietnam, these guys are heroes fighting heroically, while in France, monsters. Jesus. What is France's main religion of the people? Oh, what did I say? Okay, continue. 3 years passed and fighting continued. On 16 September 1950, the Vietnamese People's Army opened a border campaign with a battle that destroyed the Dong Khe stronghold. Facing the annihilation, the enemy forces in Cao Bang retreated on 3rd October as other forces were called in from Tat Khe to assist their struggling countrymen in Dong Khe. Jesus. Seeing what was happening, the Vietnamese army immediately launched relentless attacks against the enemy. In 2 days of fighting, on 7 and 8 October 1950, Vietnamese troops routed the Le Page and Charlton battalions in quick succession. in the Koksa mountainous area, and on the high peaks number 477, this liberated 100-kilometer section of border from Tongdang, Langsan to Dinglap, and Anzhou to Tianyan. During the fighting, Vietnamese soldiers killed or captured 8,000 French troops. In November 1951, the French commander-in-chief de Tassigny sent 20 battalions to attack Hua-Bing province, where a number of Vietnamese divisions were grouped. The Hua-Bing campaign began. The campaign had two battlefronts. 3 regular divisions of the main Vietnamese forces, 308, 304, and 312, were besieging and destroying the French forces in Hua-Bing. 2 of the regular divisions of the main forces, 316 and 320, with local armed forces and people, were fighting the French force at the enemy's rear. On the 23rd February of 1952, the French were forced to withdraw from Hua-Bing. During this campaign, the Vietnamese fighters killed 2,200 enemy troops, shot down 13 aircrafts, and attacked 23 warships and boats, and destroyed 17 tanks and armored vehicles. But how though? Using spades and pickaxes? Because remember, they don't have much. They don't have no tanks, they don't have no planes, they don't have no ships. So probably they use the RPGs, you know? Or did they use these tools? Maybe not. Probably not. At the enemy's rear, Vietnamese soldiers killed 50,000 troops and destroyed or forced to withdraw more than 1,000 military posts and control towers, liberating up to 2 million people. But the French generals still believed they could win. In the autumn of 1953, the French general Nerve and his military officials decided they would build Dien Bien Phu, the most powerful complex of fortified strongholds in Indochina. Okay. After that, 16,000 French troops were sent to Dien Bien Phu, Dien Bien Phu Valley, now Dien Bien Phu City, to their opponents. The complex of fortified strongholds appeared impregnable. French commanders de Clercis even had leaflets sent out challenging General Võ Giáp to send his troops into a face-to-face encounter. In Dien Bien Phu, General de Clercis, or whatever, challenge was backed by 16,000 troops, 100 cannons exactly, 12 tanks, and 12 aircrafts. But President Ho and the party's Central Committee decided to open the Dien Bien Phu campaign in a bid to wipe out all the French forces there. General Võ Giáp was appointed commander-in-chief and the party's secretary of the battlefield. Even a battlefield has a secretary? Okay, I guess. Prime Minister Pham Van Dong was chosen as chairman of the Supply Council for the campaign. Yeah. General Nguyen Chi Thanh was sent to the 4th Military Zone, and General Van Thien Dung was dispatched to the 5th Military Zone to mobilize human and material resources for the campaign. On 13 March 1954, the Vietnamese army suddenly attacked the Dien Bien Phu strongholds, quickly seizing 2 posts and Helam and Dokla. Later, they forced the enemy to Bankel to surrender on 30th March 1954. General Zap's army launched a second series of attacks against the eastern hills. The two armies fought fiercely for control of every small hilltop or short trench. And on 1st May 1954, the third series of attacks began. The fighting lasted for a week. Well, anyways, I am going to stop there, and that's it for today's session with reading with a random guy. I hope to see you. No, I cannot see you. I hope to meet you through a camera next time. Tomorrow. And so, see you by then, and hope you all have a good day. Bye!